Do not just focus on money. You need to focus on every single area in human life. You need to focus on every single human endeavour you can work on. We have multiple stats and we must improve every single stat. These stats are as follows. The number one most important thing for a man is to train. If we relate or look at the animal kingdom, the males that have the most access to whatever it is that they want, the most quantity of food, the most safety, the best quality of life, always goes to the male animal that is the most physically capable. Being incapable, is selfish. It is not going to help the people around you in any way whatsoever. And it's going to massively decrease your value and your status. If you are capable, you have the safety and the security of everyone around you. You have respect, you show discipline. People will listen to you. Your word will actually mean something. If you have the world's most powerful man in a room, whether you like him or hate him, everyone is going to listen to him, because that's just how it works. You need to lift weights, build muscle, get strong, and you need to learn how to fight, martial arts, whatever. Both of those things you need to improve to the absolute max that you can improve them to. So many more people are going to take you so much more seriously if you are a capable man. You're supposed to be capable. We're not supposed to be fat. We're not supposed to be skinny. We're not supposed to be out of shape. Men were made to be strong, muscular, and capable. That is part of your purpose as a man. You have to improve it. If you look into natural, when we were made natural, I'm not sure how to word this, but masculinity and femininity, right? One of the most attractive things for femininity is security. Why do you think that is? Because men are supposed to be capable and strong. And when someone is capable and strong and you're with them, you feel more secure. It's common fucking sense. You should also be capable and strong for, if you're with someone, to be more attractive for them, not for yourself. If you're with someone and you really love them, you will be as strong and as fit as you possibly can. Not only for their safety, but so they're attracted to you. So that every single time they wake up, they look at you and they're attracted to you, if you really care about them. Why do you think all the humans in history, at the start of the human species, right? Everyone was in shape. Every man was muscular. We were all in perfect shape. Why? Because it was made like that, so that we were attracted to each other, so that we were motivated to reproduce. If you want to compete in social hierarchies, if you want to get to the pinnacle of human value or human status, then you need to train every single day, both strength and capability. Do 2 workouts a day with a 6-hour gap in between. Wake up, train, fighting style training or martial arts, whatever. Then later in the day, go to the gym, lift heavy. That is the best way. And if you have access to it, learn to shoot. Just because you're learning to shoot doesn't mean you want to kill people. It just means you want to be capable. You want to be able to protect. There's nothing wrong with that. As soon as I have access to it, it's going to be one of the first things I do when I get rich, because I want to be able to protect. I want to be as capable as I can possibly be. Next is articulation and intelligence. You need to become articulate and intelligent as you possibly can. How do you become articulate? You can become articulate from home. You don't even need to go talk to people all the time to become articulate. You become articulate by having a notebook and writing down all your thoughts. You become articulate by having a notebook and writing down things like soliloquies, which are questions you ask yourself. You become articulate by having a word bank. Every single time you read, every single word you do not understand, you write it in the word bank. Then after you've finished reading, you go on Google, you search up every single word on Google, find out what it means, write out what it means. You read for an hour every single day out loud so that you get used to hearing your voice and you become comfortable with hearing your voice, and it becomes a completely normal thing. Then you become intelligent by reading as many books as you possibly can, learning as much as you can, watching videos on whatever it is that you want to learn. Useful things, not pointless stuff like science and all that bullshit. Learn useful shit. If you waste any time in your life not trying to improve any of these qualities, you are going to lose. You're useless. You do not care about anyone around you. You do not love the people around you if you waste any of your time. As a man, you have a purpose and and many responsibilities. If you waste any of your time in the day relaxing, watching movies, doing all this bullshit, like, you do not care about the people you love. If you play video games, you do not care about the people you love. If you scroll, you do all this. Don't do this bullshit. Like, it's not going to help you. It's not your purpose. You're not supposed to do that. Why the fuck do you think there's such thing as sleep? So you can rest, so you can relax. Chilling when you're awake is the most stupid idea ever created. It is dumb. You sleep for a reason. So start reading as much as you possibly can. Start reading out loud as much as you possibly can. That's one thing that has massively helped me. Reading out loud as much as you possibly can. And then, once you've done all this, you just need to get used to speaking the truth. That's something that I'm currently adapting to. Face to face, you need to get used to speaking the truth. Just saying what you truly think. Once you've learned to articulate your thoughts, which you can do at home, you need to learn to speak the truth. Do not lie. There is no fucking point. The consequences of lying are much greater than the consequences of speaking the truth. They're much greater than the conflict of the present that you get as a consequence of speaking the truth. Jordan Peterson said it best. It was in this book somewhere. I can't remember where it was. But he explains why it's so important to speak the truth and everything you think. In every single thing. Like, as much as you think the conflict you're going to receive after speaking the truth, as much as you think that is scary and uncomfortable, the consequence of lying is so much greater. Not only in afterlife, because it's a sin and it's cowardice, but because of the consequence that you are then going to experience further down the line. So you may think it's bad to say, you know, this person says this, you don't want to say this because it's going to hurt their feelings. But if it's the truth, it needs to be said. It has to be said. And that's something that in today's world is going to be very hard to adapt to because of how soft society is and how much it runs off emotion. So it's going to be incredibly hard to adapt to. But if you can adapt to it, you are going to become incredibly articulate. That one thing alone is literally going to make you so articulate if you can adapt to it. And that's something that I'm currently working on. I'll get there. I don't know how long it's going to take, but eventually I'm going to get to the point where everything in my mind I'm going to be able to, one, articulate, which I'm getting better at very quickly, and two, I'm going to be able to speak whatever it is that I think. And then the final thing, you need to learn to like control your mind in a conversation, or control your mind when your nerves and pressure hits. A lot of people, their mind and their thoughts freeze when pressure hits, and you know, they might be in front of loads of people or something like that, and their thoughts just completely freeze. You need to relax, you need to breathe through your nose. Your voice gets a bit shaky as well. Freeze, your thoughts freeze, your mind freezes, and your voice gets a bit shaky. How do you overcome that? You just put yourself in that position so many times that you numb the feeling and you just get used to it, and then you learn to act whilst experiencing that feeling. And also on this point, never read a storybook. Reading storybooks is fucking pointless. If you're a man and you're working to improve, you probably don't enjoy reading. I don't enjoy reading. So do not read a storybook, right? You're not reading for fun. You're reading to learn. You're reading to become articulate. Do not read a fucking storybook. Obviously, so we've got training, we've got becoming articulate and intelligence. Then obviously create money. Choose a business model and focus only on that. Do not switch up. Do not start a business model, then get attracted to this thing and go, oh, this looks good. Because at the beginning, it's always attractive. At the beginning, it's like, oh my God, you can make that much money that easily. It's always attractive at the beginning. But they're all going to be hard. They're all going to take a bit of time. And they're all going to work. Every single business model works. So you need to choose one and stick to it. It's 2023. If you are not utilizing the internet to make money, you're dumb. Then we have looks maxing, becoming as attractive as you possibly can. Get something that improves your jawline. Get something that, if your ears stick out like mine, you can get something where it sticks your ears back, or you can get surgery, etc. Me personally, I'm probably not going to bother with that because I'm currently differing on a theory or an opinion, which I'm not going to share yet, but I will once I've decided but if you want to do that, you can. Sharpen your jawline. You can use things like jawliner, search it up. You can choose something and it sharpens your jawline. You can mew, which you literally just put your tongue on the roof of your mouth, and then you press your back teeth or something like that together. You can search that up online. Find a haircut that actually suits you. I don't even know if I've found mine yet. I haven't really done much experimenting. I've done like 2 different haircuts in the last month. But find a haircut that suits you. Part of looks maxing, I would also say, is, especially if you're a man, increase your testosterone so that your hair starts to grow. And then it just depends on your genetics, I think. I'm not too educated on that, so educate yourself on it and find out. Get a skincare routine. I know it's pretty hypocritical of me to say that because you can see I have acne, but I'm on a skincare routine, so it's improving. And also, obviously, straighten up your teeth. But once you max or get all of this to a high standard, confidence is going to be a byproduct. And another byproduct of this is you will probably have no time to do any bad habits, like porn, masturbation, all of that degenerate, low value, weak stuff. You will not have time for. Porn, masturbation, watching movies, eating junk food, all of that bullshit, you will not have time for that. Likewise with drinking, clubbing, smoking. Most guys just focus on one thing, like money or training. And then you have those really successful guys that focus on money and gym, and it's like, holy shit, he is a high value man, right? There's another level. There's guys that focus on money, being as attractive as they can possibly be. They go to the gym and they lift heavy. They are becoming as articulate and intelligent as they possibly can. Instead of going out every night because they think they've made it, they're reading books. They're writing their thoughts. They're attending to martial arts class. They're learning hand-to-hand combat. They're going to gun ranges every single day. They're working to make even more money. Level that up. You know, there's so many things you can improve. They're working on their confidence. And when it comes to intelligence, you literally have no excuse to chill or relax because you cannot learn everything. You cannot know or learn everything. It's impossible. Therefore, you should always be doing something because there's always more to learn. There's always more to know. So therefore, going out drinking, watching movies, all of this bullshit, there should be no reason for it. You can never max out your training stat. You can always get stronger. You can never max out your capability stat. You can always be more capable. You can never max out your intelligence. You can never max out your how articulate you are. You can always be more articulate. You can always be more intelligent. Therefore, there is never an excuse, whether you're rich, whatever you are, wherever you are in life, there is never an excuse to be relaxing when you're awake. If you are resting when you're awake, there are many people that are going to overtake you, including me. Because there's always more to learn, there's always more money to make, there's always ways to become stronger, faster, more powerful, better endurance, there's always ways to become more capable, there's always ways to be a better shot, be more intelligent, be more articulate, be more confident, get better with controlling your nerves, improve your mind, become more mentally tougher. There's always more uncomfortable situations to place yourself into voluntarily. There's always ways to improve. Relaxing is the most stupidest thing ever created. You sleep to relax. You do not need to relax or chill. That is why you sleep. As a man, you are supposed to be ambitious. That is written in the DNA or whatever it is coded in masculinity. You are supposed to be ambitious, and people will laugh this off so that they don't have to follow this. They will laugh it off. But it is literally coded in masculinity. So as a man, you are supposed to want to improve and make as much progress as you possibly can every single day to the absolute max. Relaxing should not be something you want to do. And if it is, that's because your estrogen, testosterone, whatever, has been completely fucked with. So wake the fuck up, be competitive, be ambitious, not only for yourself and not only to fulfill whatever desire it is that you have inside of you, but do it for the people around you as well. You're supposed to be ambitious so that you can be the best protector and the best provider that you can possibly be. Improving all of these stats improves your ability to provide and improves your ability to protect. And that is the purpose of a man, to provide to the best of his ability and to protect to the best of his ability. If you are the best provider and the best protector in the world, you are the greatest man in the world. That is the natural, not individual, but across the board, that is the natural purpose of every man.